It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we're reviewing two Brewdog beers. One that I've seen for a while, but I never picked up because it's only available in 4-packs. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, the 4-pack was £5. I didn't want 4 of them. As much as this seems like I'm going into the review in a negative way, which I suppose I am, because I didn't want another 3 cans of the beer, and I was prepared not to review it really, and just leave it on the shelf. One fell in my hand. I'll tell you how it fell in my hand in a moment. But the beer we're talking about today is Brewdog's Post-Punk Tropical IPA. 330 milliliter can, 5.4% ABV. So for me, post-punk means after punk. The thing is with Punk IPA and Brewdog is that it's their best-selling beer, and they'll never be able to get away from that, I don't think. I think Punk IPA will always be synonymous with Brewdog. So there's no real post-punk, is there? Again, this is 5.4% ABV, but it's in a 440 milliliter can. Picked this up as a single can in Sainsbury's. I think it cost me about £2.50, something like that. So let's have a look at the two beers and let's see the difference in the two beers, and why is one called post-punk, after punk. So without further ado, let's get Brewdog's Punk IPA out into a glass and see what we get. Isn't it sad that a brewery that I was once so excited about, I'm not even prepared to buy a 4-pack of their beers anymore. And it's not got anything to do with the Brewdog drama and all that stuff that went on a couple of years ago. I couldn't really give a monkeys about that, to be honest with you. Watched the documentary, and there was part of the documentary that made me go, like it was a bit strange, I thought, the documentary. Not much of a, like a matter of fact. The real reason why I don't want to buy 4 of these beers is because I don't like Brewdog's beers anymore. It's as simple as that. They always, or not always, but recently, I'd say up until 3-4 years ago when I stopped drinking their beers, maybe 5 years ago, it used to give me a headache. I'd have 2 Brewdog beers and I'd wake up in the morning with a banging headache, and I was like, oh God, I'm just not prepared to do it. I'm not prepared to do it. It used to happen in the early 2000s with me when Stella Artois was 5.2% ABV. I could have 2 or 3 pints of Stella and I would wake up with a guaranteed rocker of a headache. Like, oh God, like I've been hit by a train. So the Barry Island glass is the Punk IPA. This Wensleydale glass is the Post-Punk. They both look very, very similar. Both got very small 1-finger white heads. Both got very small carbonation. Both golden amber in colour. That's ever so slightly hazy. Let's get the aroma on the Punk IPA. I haven't drunk this beer in 2 years. It actually smells, the aroma is okay. It's a little bit zesty. It's a little bit tropical. It's a little orange peel like. There's a little bit of sweetness in there. Let's get in. Cheers, everybody. No. It's just not the same beer. There's not even. A little bit of orange peel, a little bit of grapefruit, lots of sweet malt, pinch of bitterness on the back end. Actually, the bitterness isn't too bad on the beer. Spicy, peppery, bitter. Wet. It's just become wet and cold. Like it. At least with beers like Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale, it's held on to its kind of quality. It really has. This Brewdog Punk, it went from 6% originally to like 5.7, and then they brought it down to 5.4% ABV, and like, I was kind of like, I'm done now. Just leave things alone. It was a great beer. I used to get so excited by Brewdog beer. It used to be a great beer. Right, Brewdog's Post Punk. The reason why I got hold of this, I went camping on the weekend, and somebody handed me a can of it, and I thought, I'll tell you what, I won't drink it now. I'll stick it in my bag, and I'll review it when I get home. Oh, it smells like popsicle. It's got the aroma of like lemon ice cream or something, lemon sorbet or orange. There's this particular orange lollipops. Here we go then. Tastes like orange lollipops. Nothing to it really. Nothing to it. If you're into this sort of thing, this sort of like popsicle beers, then yeah, you'll probably really like this. But it's not for me. I much prefer the original Punk, and the original Punk isn't that good anymore. So I'm ready to rate it. I'm done. I'm kind of done. I'm post Brewdog. That's the iconic thing. That's the iconic thing about this whole situation is this is called post Punk. I'm post Brewdog. I'm done. It's like what have they done? It's like I wouldn't buy a Superdry t-shirt now. The moment they went big on the high street, the quality of the clothes just changed. When they were a backstreet vendor, Superdry, their clothes were amazing. The quality of their clothes was amazing. Now it's just like any old clothes you buy on the high street. Whenever a company gets big, there's always that temptation to dumb down your product. And that's exactly what, over the years, Brewdog have done with their Punk IPA. I used to get really upset by it. I used to get like really angry because I thought they were going to smash down the doors of big beer. And they never did. They just became big beer. Brewdog Punk IPA, 6 out of 10. Brewdog post-punk, awful. Orange lollipop beer. No bitterness, a little bit of sweetness, horrible. Absolutely horrible. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 for that. Okay, I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.